Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you my gift guide. This is my gift guide for the children. A lot of people have asked me to do this, and I'm not going to do it the way I did it last year where I basically showed you what I was getting the kids gift, or what I was getting for the kids. But I'm going to basically just try to tell you what we're getting, and if I'm savvy enough, I'll try to put like a picture or something up here. Again, I'm not great with editing, so we'll see what you get. But basically this is going to be a gift guide for a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 10-year-old. And I tried to think of my top 5 things that I would get for a kid of this age. And I'm only telling you what we got our kids. You know, for instance, I have a 2-year-old, but I have a 2-year-old girl. So whatever you're going to get a 2-year-old boy versus a 2-year-old girl is going to be 2 totally different things. But I'd say safe bets for a 2-year-old girl would be dress up, and I'm finding that a lot of my daughter's age, I guess friends you would call it, are all into Disney Junior. So Doc McStuffins, Minnie Mouse, Sophia the First, all those little girls. You know, you could even do like fairies or dress up. I know Target has a very like pinky line of stuff that would totally work, and it's really cheap. I would suggest not getting the shoes for the dress up because I just think a 2-year-old kind of still learning their way around walking and stuff, it just is going to end up in disaster. And I remember when Aubrey was this age, we have pictures of her with little red painted toenails, and my husband was putting on like a Snow White outfit and some shoes on her, and it was just adorable. And I remember her loving dress up at that age. It's really when they start to get into it. Play packs, the little $1 play packs that you get at the store that's based on a character, and it's a coloring book, stickers, and a couple crayons. My daughter loves those. I would also suggest, you know, coloring books, Color Wonder. I don't like my daughter having markers, but I'm okay with crayons because I can pretty much wash them off of anything, and the Color Wonder stuff, she can draw wherever she wants and it only shows up on the paper, which I really, really like. Because my daughter still doesn't understand, like, don't color on things. She colors on walls, she colors on tables. The other day she colored on my brand new phone. So those things kind of are more of a safe bet. She's just now getting into baby dolls. So we put on her list, you know, a baby doll. She would especially love a baby doll that has a pacifier or that has a bottle, or something that she can change their diaper. And we also thought of things like maybe a carrier, a stroller, anything like that. My daughter does have a bitty baby, and it's only because my older daughter got a hand-me-down bitty baby. We would never buy her one because it's just not in our budget to buy a 2-year-old like a $60 doll or whatever, but she does have one. And you know, all those little bitty baby accessories are really cute, but you could totally go to Target and get their Target brand dolls, and they're super cheap and super affordable, and they even make little tiny ones that are like this big. And then finally, my top 5 for my daughter would be a Tag Junior system. It's basically a little, just like, circle thing that you plop on these special Tag Junior books, and it reads the books to them, or it tells them colors or shapes or whatever. It's like a learning tool, and my daughter's just now starting to get into the age where she likes to sit down and read a book. However, I don't want to buy her paper books because she's going to rip them, and she's not going to mean to, but she's just going to. So they're a hard cardboard book, and it's just awesome. All of my kids have had one, and we got her one for Christmas because we think it's just a really, really good idea. Some other things that, you know, we've kind of thought of is she loves the mini shopping cart at Target, so a grocery cart, broom and mops. Those are things my kids have always liked. Those matching games from, I don't know who makes them, but they're just, you know, a character matching game. No, they're not going to play the game as it should be played, but they're going to love looking at their favorite characters. And Target actually has like a little tiny one in their stocking stuffer section that's $3, and it's a lot smaller scale, so you're not going to lose all the pieces. You know, basically anything Disney Junior and Minnie Mouse. As you know, we just got back from Disney, so she's really big into the Disney figures. But that's everything I'm getting for my 2-year-old little girl. Okay, now on to my 5-year-old. I have a 5-year-old little boy, so I can't help you with the little girls again. But some of these things could be interchangeable for girls and boys. So the first thing my son asked for was one of those interactive watches that are out right now. Right now, Leapfrog has one, as well as VTech. My kids have asked for the VTech Kitty Zoom. Basically, it's a little watch that they can wear, and it has games on it. It has a camera app, it has a video app, and it's just kind of an interactive thing, and it's supposed to be making them very like interactive and to make them move and get exercise. Plus it has the video and the camera option, which kids always love. So it's pretty affordable, but it seems like it's a really cool new toy that the kids are gonna like, and you can get them pretty affordable right now. They keep offering like $10 and $20 off or gift cards and stuff like that. The next big thing he's into is he's starting to get into Legos. He has some delays, so he can't necessarily finagle the little Legos. It's really hard for him to put them together and take them apart and things like that. So Lego Duplos have come out, and they're the perfect thing for that like 3 to 5 year old range of kids that, you know, want to do Legos like their siblings, but they just can't figure it out. He found the superhero options. There's like some Batman, Superman, and I think there's one other kind. They also have Jake the Pirate, and I know they also have princesses and stuff like that. Last year we got him a train one. They have a bunch of different little options, and they are kind of pricey because it's a Lego, but I think they're a really good quality toy, and he loves his Duplos. He has like a zoo set right now, and he has the train set, and it's really nice that he really gets interactive. Like I bought a little green just like flat piece, and he loves making robots or making castles or making airplanes or making whatever. And I just think that Legos are a really good tool for their imagination, and you just can't beat imaginative play for little kids, especially 5-year-olds. He also asked for craft stuff, you know, an easel with some paper. He loves like making in notebooks and crayons and paints and Play-Doh and crazy sand, you know, the stuff that's like the new sand that's like, it's supposed to be no mess or whatever. All those things seem to be really right up his alley. He seems to really enjoy them, and he can really get lost in them. It does get messy, so I would highly suggest maybe getting like a big tub and putting a bunch of stuff in it, and they know that when they're done they have to put all the stuff in the tub, and it works well. We've really been debating an easel for him because we think it would be a really good option. But you know, it's just, there's so many options out there. Again, we love Crayola in this house. It's truly worth the money. The crayons are better quality and they just last longer. We love the twistable crayons. Everything for the most part is washable. And it just keeps the kids entertained. And again, it's that imagination. They're, you know, writing and drawing and whatever. And it's just, I think it's really good for them. Other things he asked for was like some of the Imaginext brand stuff. We love Imaginext. Right now they have a castle out, some pirates out, Batman stuff, and I think they have even Ninja Turtles. And it's super cheap. I mean, it's not super cheap, but it goes on sale often, and it's like basically like big sets. So you can get like a big thing, a little thing, a bunch of little guys. And my son just loves like putting all the little guys together and making, again, imaginative play. We love the Imaginext stuff. It really holds up well. It doesn't break. It doesn't lose all the little pieces. He asked for the castle set for Christmas, and we were also thinking of getting him some of the Ninja Turtle stuff because it kind of goes with the big toy, which is the Ninja Turtle shell raiser, which is kind of like a vehicle for the little Ninja Turtles to go into. Something that he's really into. And finally, he's into video games. His brother has an Xbox, so he likes playing the Xbox. He's really been interested in the Skylanders Swap Force, or the Disney Infinity game, which is basically a video game that has like a portal and you put figures on it, whether it be Skylanders or Disney characters, and then they play in the game and you can take them off and change them and all this stuff. And there's some really great deals going for those too. They're normally like $75, but I mean, they've been doing like the buy one get one half off. For Black Friday they're going to be $39 to $37. And I don't love them playing video games, but where my kids play so much with imagination and they go outside and play, I'm totally fine with video games. And it may not be your thing. You may not want your kids to play video games, but I don't care if mine do. But that's it for my 5-year-old. So now on to my 7-year-old girl. Now, my daughter's probably the hardest one to shop for because she doesn't like toys. She's getting at that age where she is a little bit bigger and she's just not into toys. It's just not her thing anymore. Her thing is mainly crafts. You know, I bought her a set where she can basically like glitterize a pair of Converse shoes, doing your own like memo kits and diaries and vanities. They have this stuff called Da Vinci that she asked for. She also asked for a sewing kit that Target has. So she's really into those crafts that are like make your own things. You know, the rainbow loom bracelets. It's just totally up a 7-year-old girl's alley. She's just not into toys, and I'm fine with that. You know, I know some girls that are into those Monster High dolls and Ever After, but my daughter has just never been into that type of stuff. She's really into the book series. So there's a few that I try to think of. There's the Dork Diaries, there's the Ever After series, there's a fairy series. The Magic Treehouse books don't really grab her attention. Judy Bloom, I think, is another one. She's really into the Dork Diaries. That's like what she gets into, and it's a thicker book and it's a bigger book, and she is reading at a higher level. So, you know, maybe those Junie B. Jones and stuff like that might be better for a typical 7-year-old. But, you know, I highly suggest getting books for them. And maybe don't get them a book. Maybe get them a Kindle and let them put books on it, or a Nook or whatever like that. You know, I think that's a really good option so that you're really saving money. I mean, books are like $10 to $15, and you can get Kindle versions normally for like $7 or less. So you can't beat that. And there's a website called bookhub.com. And it lists like tons of free books or like $1 books. And I've gotten a lot of books to fill up our Kindle. You know, she's really into the crafty stuff too, you know, the craft kits. We aren't really thinking of stuff like that for her, but, you know, she's really into American Girl. Never in my life did I think that I would have a child into American Girl, but my daughter loves American Girl. And all American Girl fans are different. My daughter loves the dolls, and she loves the hair stuff, and she loves clothes. She's not really into the accessories. She doesn't really care for that type of stuff. She would much rather watch a YouTube video and figure out how to do her doll's hair or dress her in a cute way and things like that rather than play with the accessories. All of it is expensive. It's something that if you're going to get your kid into, be prepared. It's expensive. However, you can shop deals throughout the year. I always am checking their sales site and always grabbing things as I see them. But, you know, it is what it is. And you don't have to necessarily get American Girl. Everyone has like a doll brand. Like, I don't really like the Walmart brand. I think it's really cheap and crappy. The Target brand, Our Generation, I think it's really good quality. We have the salon chair. We have a few outfits. There's a bunch of little things that are really good quality, and she really likes looking at it. And there's even a few dolls there that she looks at and she likes. So that doll stuff really is kind of that like 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade level girl, where they're not really into toys, but they want something nicer. So that's something to think of. And she also asked for the Zoomer puppy. It's a little like robotic dog. I don't even know what it does, but I think that's like she's trying to think of something to ask for Santa type of thing. But, you know, there's so many things out there for the little girls. Clothes, you know, going to Justice. My daughter loves Justice, and it's really hard to find classy clothes there sometimes, but you can definitely find it if you look. It's really expensive, but definitely get them on their like buy one get one sales, and, you know, the 40 plus extra 20 off and things like that. But sometimes clothes is all they want, or the jewelry, you know, going to Claire's and going to Icing and going to all those places. Definitely stuff, you know, like that is things that appeal to her. She also does have an iPod, so, you know, iTunes gift cards are always good for kids that age. You could probably totally get a 7-year-old an iPad mini. I wouldn't, because that's just not our thing, but it's totally a really good gift. But I think that's it for my 7-year-old. And now finally for the hardest one, my 10-year-old boy. He this year fixated that he wanted Xbox Live, and it's basically where they can get online and play their video games with other people. And as a mother, that makes me very nervous. Him getting on and hearing inappropriate things, or people just being stupid and you know, whatever. But he is getting older, so we do have to give him a little bit of, you know, a leash, but we are definitely monitoring it and only allowing him to connect with certain people. We've definitely done our research, but Xbox 360 is something that my son really wants. He's also asked for things like, you know, a laptop or a tablet or something like that where he can play Minecraft, basically, because kids his age are really into Minecraft. So he has the Xbox 360, so that's why we didn't even think of the idea of the laptop, because he has it on the Xbox. Kids his age seem to really be into that Skylanders Infinity game. It's just something that they're all really into. He isn't asking for a few other games. Super Mario Smash Brothers. What other games did he ask for? Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare. We have to be really careful, because we find with the Xbox 360, it is a lot bigger games. And they're all rated like teen, and I won't let him play them because I just don't think that they're appropriate. He is into books, especially the Minecraft type stuff. Any Minecraft series he really likes. He likes Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He likes some of those Who Is books. We have him a Who Is Walt Disney, a Who Is Abraham Lincoln. He really loves those. But again, I totally suggest getting a Kindle because they can rip through a book in no time. He is still into Legos, kinda, so we decided to look into the Minecraft Legos, and they are getting hard to find, but I think it's something that kids his age will like, because it's on that Minecraft theme that they are really all into. Comic books, another big thing that kids his age seem to really like, but again, flip them over on the back, they all have a rating, and you have to be really, really, really careful. My son is obsessed with this person called Deadpool. We won't let him read the comics, we won't let him do anything, because this guy is highly inappropriate. But he's obsessed with him, so it's in that, like, what do you do type of situation, but you just have to be really careful with that stuff. And finally, my son is an outside kid. He goes fishing with his dad almost every weekend in the spring, summer, and fall. My husband just got a bow, and he wants to get my son a bow, like an airsoft BB type gun, slingshots, all those things. And I mean, that may not be for everybody, but for our kids, we are totally in teaching our kids to be out with nature. We would love to eventually have Jeff be able to hunt all of our meat, and we would love to teach our kids that kind of like self-sufficiency, you don't need a grocery store type of way of living. But that's something that he's definitely into. And then finally, Nerf guns. We've been buying Nerf guns, I think, since he was like 4, and it's still something on his list every year, and there's always different kinds coming out. We do like the Nerf guns. We try not to get anything else. We have a few of this Exploders brand, but really the Nerf is the one that holds up the most. But they are huge, and they take up a lot of room. But yeah, so that's it for my 10-year-old boy. So that's it for my gift guide for all of my kids. I know people are going to ask me, what do I want for Christmas? This year it's really hard. Honestly, I always love gift cards to restaurants, meaning that I don't have to cook. It's always nice whenever I don't have to cook, because I do cook for our family most nights. Bath and Body Works candles and, you know, stuff like that is always good. I always love that type of stuff. I'm really getting into Lush baths and body care. Obviously, you can see the type of things that I like are things that pamper me. I really want to get the gel polish sets, to gel polish my own nails, you know, just stuff like that. But I truly love when people just find something and say, oh, you know what, this reminded me of you. And that's, you know, I'm normally pretty happy and pretty easy to please with gifts for me. But that's it for my holiday gift guide. As I said, I'm going to try to insert pictures of things that I was talking about. Who knows if I'll get it done. If it's not done right away, then maybe it'll be done in a few days. Either way, if you have any questions or need any help with finding these items, please let me know in the comments below. I will be more than glad to help you find a link or something like that. And I always suggest, you know, shopping around and looking at different prices. And we tend to try to find the cheapest price and then price match it at Target. Because we have the Target debit card, which saves us an additional 5%. And, you know, sometimes it's not much, but if you're buying a $50 or $60 game, it does kind of add up. You know, if you think for every $100 you spend, you're saving $5. And then sometimes they'll let you price match and use a cartwheel, or price match and use a coupon and stuff like that. It is changing on that, so don't quote me on that. But typically Target price matching or Target alone can just be your best savings. So thanks again for watching. I hope this helped you find your holiday shopping, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.